Our dreams have to be bigger, our ambitions higher, our commitment deeper, and our efforts greater. And with that, I'd like to invite YB Kang, the Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation, for his welcoming speech.
Thank you. I was surprised when I walked into this ballroom because the setup doesn't look like a Ramadan setup. Anyway, salam Ramadan. Datuk Teknologis Dr. Haji Aminuddin bin Hashim, Secretary General of MOSTI, Datuk Teknologis Dr. Muhammad Noor Azman bin Hassan, Deputy Secretary General of MOSTI, Datuk Darawati Hussain, Board of Director MEFCAP, Saudara Syahrir Anas, CEO MEFCAP, and ladies and gentlemen, Salam Malaysia Madani, a very good evening to all of you. On behalf of the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation, MOSTI, I would like to thank everyone who is here today as we gather to unveil the Malaysia Venture Capital Roadmap, MVCR. It is with great pleasure that I stand before you to introduce this transformative roadmap that will shape the future of venture capital in Malaysia. In the dynamic world of venture capital, where innovation is driving force in disrupting the norm, it is essential for us with a clear vision and strategic direction. Today, we embark on a journey towards a future where opportunities are abundant, ideas are nurtured, and success knows no boundaries. The VC industry plays a crucial role in supporting the development of the startup ecosystem, in fostering innovation across industries that support the Malaysian economy. Today, the Malaysian VC sector has witnessed significant development in recent years, driven by various factors including government support, a burgeoning startup culture, and increasing investor interest in the region. However, Malaysia's ranking in the VC and PE country attractiveness has declined from 19 to 20 in 2023. As such, Malaysia needs to rise up again and be competitive as the preferred VC hub in the region. MVCR presents key strategies that represent the combination of extensive collaboration, insightful analysis, and unwavering dedication from stakeholders across the ecosystem. It is a testament to our collective commitment to foster a thriving venture capital landscape that nurtures entrepreneurship, fuels innovation, and drives sustainable growth. Ladies and gentlemen, we have witnessed remarkable progress in the venture capital landscape over the years, where Malaysia's VC industries have experienced notable growth with total funding increasing at a funding value compound annual growth rate, CAGR, of 44% from 2018 to 2022. With a growing startup ecosystem and a supportive regulatory framework, our country has become an increasingly attractive destination for investors seeking promising opportunities. From fintech to biotech, e-commerce to renewable energy, Malaysian startups are making waves across diverse sectors, showcasing the depth of talent and ingenuity within our borders. While we celebrate our achievements, we must also acknowledge the challenges that lie ahead. Access to capital remains a pressing concern for many aspiring entrepreneurs, particularly those from underserved communities or with unconventional ideas. It is imperative that we address these barriers and create an environment where innovation can thrive, irrespective of background or location. Through MVCR, we aim to facilitate the scaling up of successful ventures. This roadmap has laid out 11 comprehensive interventions to bolster the venture capital ecosystem in Malaysia under 3 key strategies. 1. Improving ease of doing business. 2. Improving funding accessibility. And 3. Elevating talent pool. On the strategy of improving ease of doing business, the government is committed to revisit the policies and regulations and streamlining the process of transaction related to venture capital. This will reduce the red tape and make it more seamless for local and foreign investors to do their business in Malaysia. On the aspect of improving funding accessibility, the government will look into ways to facilitate great access to capital for fund managers and startups. Public and private collaboration are encouraged to attract investment and pathway for local startups to scale their businesses. This will unlock new avenues for innovation to thrive and drive the nation's economic transformation. On elevating talent pools, the government is looking to elevate local talent and attract quality foreign talent to create more fund managers and VC professionals in Malaysia. With these 3 key strategies, we aim to shape and fortify the VC ecosystem in Malaysia as a compass to guide our efforts and direct resources towards areas for maximum impact and opportunities. Central to Malaysia Madani's economic agenda is the promotion of innovation, entrepreneurship and digital transformation. MVCR is one of the key initiatives that will unleash the potential of the digital economy and empower entrepreneurs to drive sustainable growth. With this wholesome approach, the MVCR will help to chart Malaysia as a preferred regional venture capital hub by 2030. Last but not least, I would like to take this opportunity to extend my gratitude to Malaysia Venture Capital Management Berhad MAVCAP team for their hard work in leading this project, the committee members, ecosystem players, and all stakeholders for their efforts in developing this important roadmap. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chang, for your words of encouragement and insightful remarks. Well, the VC industry indeed plays a vital role in the development of future innovation economy. And the opportunity for Malaysia to be ahead of the game is clearly to build an even stronger ecosystem that is streamlined and unified for greater impact. A conversation that I believe will continue throughout the day, which you will soon see in the MVCR report. Moving on next in our agenda is one of the key highlights for today on the summary of MVCR report by MAVCAP COO, Noor Amy Ismail. She is one of the key persons behind this report, and Amy will take you through some of the key points, including the key strategies and interventions, providing you with a sneak peek of what is to come later today. And with that, Amy, the floor is yours.
Hello and Assalamualaikum everyone. My dream is to be a CEO of Apple, so Steve Jobs style, guys. Assalamualaikum, and it's an honor and a privilege to me to be standing here in this room of power. Come on guys, more power. I'm not going to bore you guys for another 15 minutes, I'm going to sing. But anyways, what I'm saying that, thank you YB for such an interesting presentation. Thank you Sharil, my CEO, and thank you members of the board. And thank you the ecosystem players. I really didn't expect them to have full house today, bulan puasa ni. Thank you so much guys. So, let me take you to the first slide. This is something that we have been working for the past 9 months. Usually, it will take about minimum 24 months, and we're proudly going to announce and share with you that MAVCAP now joining 5,000 global companies to be a signatory of United Nations principal responsible investment. Dato' Azman, we've agreed the KPI, so with that, I would like to thank my sincerest appreciation to our head of ESG and partnership, Ms. Melissa, for working alone so hard for 9 months for us to be standing before Khazanah and ETF. So, to the more serious note, what to expect in this report? So many things. So this is actually a condensed report of 600 pages, thanks to PwC who's been working with us very closely. So the first intervention. So there's actually 11 interventions, and rest assured this intervention didn't come from us alone. We even have a challenge workshop. We were challenged over and over again for the past 8 months. So the first intervention, smoothing cross-border capital. So what are the 3 strategies that we are hoping to come out with the first intervention is to increase provision of transparency and capital flow information. You know, the information is everywhere, so we need this, okay? So number 2, the second strategy is to introduce a green lane, guys, can we go back to the first slide? Yeah, a green lane approval process for VC. We are hoping and we are really working closely with Bank Negara as we speak today. So thirdly, is establishment of VC staff specific foreign exchange policy. Intervention number 2 is a centralized platform for VCs that facilitate VC management, monitoring and information. I know you guys must be like, apa single window player ni? Every day, over and over again. So this is where we're going to work with SSM, SC together with Cradle to make sure that by, you know, you will see in the report there's a clear timeline of execution that we will actually have one single window platform, okay? But maybe sebab nak save cost, raya tahun ni kita buat single window raya juga ya. But that's intervention number 2. Intervention number 3 is actually a conducive regulatory structure for VC harmonizing onshore and offshore legal structure. So we will be working again closely with MOF and Securities Commission. But guys, as we speak, the team is already started their journey on ground to make sure that we actually execute this on time. Most teams very strict when it comes to KPI. Yeah, that's us. Yeah, that's intervention number 2. Let's move to intervention number 4. Alignment, again, on offshore and offshore tax incentives. We hear you players, we hear you VC ecosystem players. So this is going to be our another crucial intervention, intervention number 4. Let's move to intervention number 5. This is actually quite interesting. It has been a very long winter for the VC market. Tak boleh exit ya. So what we are planning to do is to promote collaboration together to facilitate exit options. We'll be working closely with the lead market to improve accessibility. So that is option number 5. Let's move to option number 6. So we have another option, Sabak Sana. So intervention number 6 is strategic efficient allocation of government funds. I know everybody is actually waiting, anticipating the formation or the consolidation of the National Final Fund. The Prime Minister has actually made an announcement last year during the budget 2024. There will be a consolidation with the Zana, MAFCAP as well as Penjana. As a government agency, of course, we will continue to support the government ambition. Okay? So we know that all of us are actually working hard on the ground to make sure that we facilitate this consolidation. So that intervention number 6, let's move to intervention number 7. Enhance the effectiveness of government's matching final fund. So this is something that the team is currently, working, and we hope that we're able to come up with a proper policy for this. Give us a little bit more time. It's a clear timeline in the report. You'll be able to see it. That's intervention number 7, intervention number 8. Okay, here we go. Korang tolonglah invest dekat kita orang. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Okay, in Malaysia, the case is a little bit different, unique. For the past 5 years, the government funding has increased from 10% to 30.1%. Okay, but in South Korea, Sarangi, okay, it's a different strategy. So previously they were at 50% and it dropped to 20% in the previous years. Why? Siapa suka tengok cerita Korea? Shabor, Samsung, Hyundai and stuff like that. So they actually have formed this alliance that consists of all these big names, 43 organizations. So they came together and they actually helped the government to shift the funding percentage. So we hope, you know, with this intervention, I'm happy to meet all the good CEOs, all the private sectors. We will go down and actually work with you to make sure that we become the Shabor of Malaysia. Okay? Boleh tak? Boleh lah ya? So that's intervention number 8. So intervention number 9. Seeding of new fund managers. So let me tell you, when we did the report, we were surprised ourselves. In Malaysia, we have 116 registered VC. I pun heran juga. I duduk dekat tak nampak 116. So we realised that actually some of them are very active. Almost 50% are not. Okay, tak apa. Okay, so we hope with this intervention, we'll be able to grow and groom new fund managers. So that's our job as the PMO. Sadly, dah lah kena buat paper, kena execute pula ya, tak apa. So what we're saying, this is what we actually, capacity building is very important. Remember when YB presented just now, there's actually 3 key information that we're looking at. 1, funding, 2nd is regulatory reform, and 3rdly is capacity building. This is actually very, very important. So that's intervention number 9. Intervention number 10. Enhance visa scheme to facilitate talent attraction. Not only that we want to build the best fund managers in Malaysia, we also want to learn from the best partners. So this is what we say, knowledge transfer, knowledge management. So we are actually very honored. We actually have MDEC representative with us here today. When we presented the intervention to them, they terus angkat tangan and said, we'll come and support you. It's an honor. Thank you, MDEC. So you'll be seeing us every day after this, I guess, until we get whatever visa that we need. So that's intervention number 10. Last but not least is actually intervention 11. Okay, facilitate the development and establishment of VC support function. So kita ada fund managers, kita ada semua. Habis back office, apa nak buat? So now the back office semua pergi negara sebelah, negara jiran. So we want to build that ecosystem, we want to build that capabilities right here in our land, Malaysia. Okay, so that will be our last intervention. And interestingly, habis semua intervention ni, I would like to highlight 3 cases of change that's very close to our heart. Case number 1. Do you know? Women, stay with me. Only 1% VC funding of 758 million US dollar, 1% guys, went to female-funded companies. Come on, bro, 2024. Right? I would like to share with you the World Economic Forum report ranked Malaysia at 104 out of 146 countries. 104 guys. 2024 sis result. Okay, so that case of change number 1, the team will work very closely with the policy makers to see what best we can do to increase the fund for our female funded company. Tapi globally pun taklah banyak juga 2%. Okay, case number 2. Okay, case of change, case for change number 2. The slide is not changing. Case of change number 2 is actually for Bumiputra participation in this industry. Okay, so as you know, 63.9% of our population is actually Bumiputra. Moving even 1% of the community to the technology will actually move the economy. So that's the case of change number 2. And lastly, the case of change of diversity, inclusivity and equality. So this is something that very close to our heart. We will continue to champion that. Just like I'm not So I guess I actually have this interesting slide. Yeah, there you go. So like my CEO mentioned, we baru 10%, 90% execution. Okay, and so this is actually a long journey for us to come out and this is the governance structure. So this will be where the formation of DC Council for Malaysia. And surprisingly, and with all humility, we managed to get Ministry of Finance to actually share the DC Council together with Mosti team. Thank you so much, Mosti, for actually supporting us on that. We have to execute this. Nanti orang kata scammer cakap kosong ya. We have 11 intervention that we need to deliver until 2030. So we actually have a cabinet, M10 and MET4IR. DC Council will be reporting to these three authorities, M10, MET4IR and cabinet. And like I said just now, as of now, MAFCAT will be the leading team for this project as a project management office, and we will be supported with Bank Negara. We're working closely with Securities Commission, Khazanah, and this is a free country. I have all of you here. If ever any one of you kata, kita pun nak jadi part of this, let us know, send us email. We want to work closely with you. We need your feedback. We need you to challenge us. We need your opinion so that we'll be able to move these 11 interventions. So before I end this presentation, ladies and gentlemen, my sincerest appreciation to all the team here at MAFCAT. Kesian orang 8 bulan, marah pun ada, nangis pun ada, tak balik kampung pun ada. So I would like you to give a big round of applause to Farah, and not only that, gaduh pun gaduh, sayang pun sayang. So the next slide is our Mosti team. Thank you for taking time. Thank you, Alvin. Thank you, Ashira. Thank you, Dr. Ashman, and for my part, Aiman. And thank you for Sohana. And thank you for Wahidi. We love you. Okay, we love you wherever it is, and with that, not only self, but I would like to say thank you to the whole ecosystem players yang attend all of the workshops. Come on, guys, thank you. And with that, I know it's such a long thing. Terima kasih and salam Aidilfitri, minta ampun, minta maaf, minta duit, dan with that, Assalamualaikum. Thank you so much, Malaysia.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
And thank you very much, not only MEFCAP but also other ministries. So this is a cross ministries effort. Our CEO is here. So basically we have identified several strategies and also 3 strategies and 11 interventions. And as we have already mentioned in our speeches just now, mainly three strategies is one is to improve the ease of doing business in the country. Secondly, mainly on regulatory reform, especially to help our talent and also foreign talent to be to stay in Malaysia and choose Malaysia as the hub, one of the preferred hub, in this region. And then thirdly is of course talent or capacity building. So these are the 3 strategies, and with 11 intervention that mentioned by Amy just now. So this is it. So we hope by having this new initiative, we can be the top 10. We will be the one of the most attractive VC destination in this region. By 2030.
So I would like to take questions from the floor, if any. But you guys, hi Riza, hi Astro, AWANI, we will distribute this copy for each and every one of you. You boleh juga pergi kita punya website www.mathcap.com. We actually have dalam PDF. So I would like to take the first question from the floor, please. Yes, saya.
How will this align with other roadmaps such as the super roadmap of having 5,000 startups?
Well, this is on top of everything. This is an additional effort because this MVCR is focusing in VC funding, because other is focusing in ecosystem, etc. But of course, it's interrelated. And for information, from what I see, 2 very important enablers for this MVCR to success. One is single window, which is under the super roadmap, and the other one is VC council. So it is interrelated.
Yes, can I take the second question, please? Any question from the floor?
Do you have any target on the funding berapa enterprise VC?
Yes, we do. If I can actually share with you, there's actually 4 targets. Okay, so if you go to the buku tu nanti, page number 7. So currently Malaysia funding for VC funding is at USD 758 million. Okay, in that report you'll be able to see that in Singapore the total funding in 2022 is at 9.1 billion. So beza tapi KEGA kita yang YB cakap tadi 44%. So kita banyak potential, banyak sangat. The KEGA in Singapore is only at 13.1%. So we still have so much space to play. So our deal as of last year, deal kita tahun lepas cuma 165 million. But in Singapore is 1,100. So what is the contribution of VC to GDP currently? Cuma at 0.19%. Okay? Tapi kat Singapore pun tak besar. Tu mungkin GDP dia besar. So what is our target in the next coming 7 years? So our target is to move the needle to 0.25% to 0.35%. So berapa value dia? Value dia nak ubah daripada 0.19 ke 0.35 is at 1.4 billion US dollar. Can we do it?
Double?
Double the size. So hopefully dengan 11 interventions kita tu, we'll be able to do it.
In fact, on top of all these, we are also having other initiative. For instance, KL20, which is going to be launched on the 22nd of April.
Exactly 3 weeks from now.
In building,
this is building up for the momentum of KL20. So, we welcome everyone to be there. So, we have new initiative to be launched then.
Banyak lagi inisiatif kita untuk, I think the government has really stepped in and really, building this VC ecosystem, or especially from the funding perspective. So I would like to take another one question from the floor. Yes.
Could you elaborate further on the sort of reforms that you guys are looking in terms of the regulatory frameworks, as well as the structures to make it more conducive environments for venture capitalists?
Well, maybe details I have to ask Abby, but basically there are a few. For instance, we want to ease the flow of the cross-border capital flow. That is one very important element for VC, and others including visa. You see, for foreign talent. So these are a few things that we are looking into. But details maybe I think Amy can.
I bagi summary je lah ya. So kalau yang dapat report ni nanti, page 46 and 47. Okay, this is a clear execution plan and it's a clear strategy. There will be 4 elements that we will do to support the reform. First is actually smoothening the cross-border capital flow. Okay, that's one. That's the reform that we'll be doing. And secondly is a centralized, the single window platform, because everywhere now, people are saying that you don't find information, they find the information. Should I go to SC? Should I go to Bank Negara? So this is why we mentioned just now that I have a lot of single window player. So number 2 is conducive infrastructure for VC, harmonizing the onshore and offshore. So we actually do that. But it's too many different policies. This is something that we are proposing. And thirdly, again, the alignment of onshore and offshore. So please, this is actually the most important slide. If you're going to write a story or whatnot, this is where it is, because we are bonded by the timeline. Thank you to Mosti, the KPI. So we have to deliver. There's no choice, and the best part as we have the support of VC Council. That's actually very important. And while we are speaking, all the 11 interventions, kita dah ada executed. Right, Majlis? Kena buat.
I'm sure these are the first phases that you have to clarify and iron out first, right? Because you need to have a conducive environment to actually get more investments here. So do you have specific timeline?
The timeline is actually stated here. It's actually in the 3 phases. So daripada 2024 sampai 2027 tahun. In that 7 years, this is all the timeline. So we hope, moving forward, be able to actually disclose this timeline on our website. So we want you to challenge us and say, hey, kenapa tak deliver lagi KPI? That's actually something that I guess us being transparent, YB.
Yes.
Thank you.
Is that our business ready untuk isi the ecosystem? You know how the SME is split, the SME Malaysia ni.
Well, I think our startups are ready. Cuma I would say maybe exposure to VC we are lacking because there are quite a number of talents that I have encountered myself. I think they are more than ready, and in fact, if we can take example of some very successful Malaysian startup company that succeeded in other countries because we don't have. Our ecosystem are not conducive enough for them to flourish. So I think this MVCR, we hope to improve the situation.
Yeah, if I can actually add on YB punya perspective, in that report, you'll be able to see that most of our funding will go to Series B and above. Okay, so maksudnya kita ada startup. Kita tak cukup funnel dekat bawah ni sebab kita tak cukup funding dekat ideation to exist. So this is, we hope that with this MVCR we will be able to address it. We need to build the funnel. So maksudnya terus pergi series B, yang nak start ni macam mana? So kita faham isu tu sebab kita tiap hari jumpa dia orang YB, pagi petang siang malam ni here ke. So this report didn't come from us, this report came from the ecosystem. Dia complain, kita dengar, kita cari jalan nak selesaikan. We hear them very clearly and loudly. So this is actually the current situation now. We need to address the early stage, the ideation stage. Sebab sekarang ni funding kita yang 758 juta tu 6.1% sahaja dekat ideation. Sikit sangat. Of course dia punya amount tak banyak sangat. Kalau ideation 10,000, 50,000 pun dia orang dah boleh start. But it's just like, do we have enough? That's the question. From the report we know we don't, because we don't have enough funnel to build more unicorn, more unicorns, and all those, whatever corner you say. But yeah. So that's fourth question, and maybe do you actually have more time to take one or two, or you have to balik kampung? Yeah. So balik kampung lah, Tanjung Malan jauh juga. Yeah. Yes.
Can you share some of the government agencies and private investors will be contributing to the fund?
Okay. At this current point of time, it's actually very, very early for us to say. But what we've seen in my presentation just now, 30% of Malaysian funding for VC came from the government. Okay, but that shouldn't happen. It should shift. Okay, because like I mentioned again, the case study at Korea, 10 years ago they were at 50. So sekarang they don't turun because the participation of GLC, GLIC, and the private investors. So we hope, that we will be able to actually, replicate that success. So this is where the conducive environment is very, very important. We have to facilitate a lot of the regulatory reform come to place. You can actually have all the case studies that you want, but without regulatory reform, things will not move. So this is why regulatory reform is one of the key pillars for our MVCR.
Maybe I just add a little bit, because why are we launching this roadmap? Because VC plays a very important role in this entire ecosystem. Because we can't rely entirely on the government, because government has limited fund. That's why if you are relying entirely on the government, then government can be only very selective. So you can only fund certain sectors or certain companies that is aligned with the national agenda. So I think for our ecosystem to be complete and for our startups to succeed, I think it's important to have VC participation, and by launching this MVCR, we hope more VC can see the potential of Malaysia's startup, and they will start funding our startup.
I think lastly, basically MVCR is actually to make VC into mainstream, because VC people deem as an exclusive club. Yeah, so even in the funding ecosystem, VC is actually alternative financing. So we want to bring that in the next 5 to 7 years, make it upfront. But if you have great ideas and whatnot, why go to the normal brick and mortar, conventional financing, right? You go to VC, and we have, other than VC, we have P2P, peer-to-peers, and we have ECF, right? Equity crowdfunding. So it's actually a concerted effort. Normally, in a normal case, MAFCAT is on the one that actually screaming for this. We are lucky we got MOSTI, MOF, and KE to support us. They listen to us. Then they make an effort to actually allow us to do the MVCR. But the catch is KPI is on you. So basically, just to bring the VC into mainstream, as simple as that. Kalau tidak, tak boleh. You pergi, you don't know people.
Yeah.
Then definitely kata you go to the bank lah. Bank without cash flow positive, EBITDA negative. So sorry lah.
What is the top industry for the startup?
Okay, dekat Malaysia kita tak boleh industri agnostik, sebab kita mungkin sekarang tak terlalu besar. So kalau kita industri agnostik, the fund kita tu mungkin tak boleh bagi kata return. So hardly, or especially in MAFCAT, we don't do industri agnostik. So yang bagus datang kita support. Itu je. Industri apa pun tak. But it has to be for MAFCAT, the investment has to be in like tech related. Yeah.
Is there any projected numbers in terms of startups that you expect to help?
Okay, under super mentioned 5,000, but we didn't address that in MVCR. What we're addressing is the amount of funding that we need. Yeah. So that will be addressed under super.
At the moment, we have 3,000 plus startups. So we are targeting by 2025, we will have 5,000.
Yeah. Okay, so members of the media, if
boleh
you have time, please join us untuk buka puasa. Ada sampan semua kat bawah tu. And before that, I personally would like to thank Dato' Azman for actually helping us. So he's the man behind the scene.
SU.
Yeah, our TKSU as well as Encik Imran bahagian anda. So So with that, members of the media, thank you so much. I mean, please reach out to us. Kita akan jawab semua soalan-soalan panas korang.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, YB.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay,
Selamat berbuka.
Yeah. Oh, nak ambil gambar ke? Dah ambil gambar ke tadi? Masyarakat boleh. Datuk Osman. Cik Mat dah tolong. Mana?
Woi, ini moi ya?
Dia letak aja. Just ini untuk uji imam.
Uji imam. Cik mana? Kita nak ambil buku.
Bagi foto je. Video je. Kejap.
Right.
Guys, thank you tau. Puasa-puasa datang.
Right.
Fotoin bisa.
Yang lampu ke nak ambil lampu?
Center. Okay. YB, dia rasa kita buka ni. KPI kita.
Tak apa, dia buka.
I was. Okay.
Boleh. Baik.
Okay, one more here. Okay.
Okay.